Hello and welcome to the CG Scholar platform. This is going to be a quick overview of how to use the platform itself and navigate the conference and event system, specifically for the 14th International Conference on E-Learning and Innovative Pedagogies. This first page here is the CG Scholar homepage. I'm already logged in, but if I wasn't, there would be a login button up here at the top or a login button here at Go to Profile. If I need to still sign up, at the bottom of the page, there's an option to create a profile. That's missing right now since I'm logged in, but up at the top then, since I am logged in, I can hit Go to Profile. And that takes me to the community profile page for myself. This is kind of the hub for the social networking and scholarly communication part of CG Scholar. Here I can see information about my profile, and I can also make changes to my account settings. Going into account settings, I can update my photo, which is important to be able to put a face or an icon to the name as I am participating in conferences. And more importantly, I can also go in and look at the affiliations, and I can update what my current affiliation is. So I currently work at Common Ground Research Networks, and my title is Network Support Coordinator. That information is going to populate any proposals I have in an event program. So it's important to have that updated to the most recent information. You can see there's a lot of other settings you can do for your account. And there are a lot of helpful links in the knowledge base, which is our support center. If you're ever lost in CG Scholar, hovering over your name will cause a drop down to appear, and you can select the Get Support button to come to the knowledge base. I'm going to expand that really quick to show off a few of the different pages here. So from the knowledge base in the CG Scholar area is all the information about how to navigate the platform itself. Updating your profile in CG Scholar goes through all the details for updating your account settings and the rest of your profile. So please take a look at this to update your security and contact preferences to suit your liking. Now that you've gotten situated in community, it's time to actually go to the event. You can do this by clicking on event, which will then bring you to all of the events here. You can also use the direct link to go to the conference page here. From events, there's the Browse Events window, where it has all of the upcoming Common Ground Research Networks conferences in chronological order. Today is the first day of the e-learning conference, and so that is the first card in the queue. You can also click on Your Events to view the various events that you have registrations and proposals for. So here we can see my registration for the e-learning conference. If I click Get Extras, I can sign up for other events, download my receipt. If I had a proposal, that would show up here as well, and it would have this Manage Proposal button to go adjust anything I needed. You can either click on the title here, or you can return and click on the card in the Browse Events panel. Clicking on that will bring you to the About section, which gives some general information. So this is hosted online only, hosted by the University of the Aegean at the Rhodes campus in Greece. And so this has all the descriptions for the event right there. My option is to submit a proposal. If I already had a proposal, it would be Manage Proposal, and that's where you can also upload digital media, etc. I can view my registration, including receipts. And then the Presentations tab shows all of the different presentations for the conference. We have Featured, which is specifically live sessions, as most of the sessions are asynchronous to avoid favoring one particular time zone, as we have delegates from all around the world. There are also following presentations. If I particularly want to be able to access a presentation quickly, I can follow it, and then I will receive updates if there are changes to its digital media, and I can quickly access that from this Presentations tab in order to go join the discussion quickly. I can also browse presentations by theme, type such as colloquium or themed paper presentation, and alphabetically. If I were to click on any of these presentations, it would take me to that presentations page with information about the type and the abstract, presenters, and other details. And if they have digital media, I can see that right here and download that from there. If I had a similar research interest to the presenters here, I could click on their names, and that would take me to their community profiles. And if I wanted to reach out to them to collaborate on a potential research project or just discuss the particular area, then I could click this Add to Peers to send them a peer request. They would then receive a notification, which would be indicated by an orange blip, saying that I had requested them as a peer. They could then view my profile, and if they wanted to connect and discuss the research area, then they could hit accept, and then we could begin messaging back and forth about collaboration. And that's one of the ways that we are trying to foster scholarly communication through CG Scholar. Turning to the presentations here, we can then go to the special events. If you want to add any special events, were we meeting in person? This would offer options for the conference dinner or tours, etc. But this is also how we RSVP for live conference-wide sessions such as the Think and Drink online welcome reception, closing talking circle, etc. Clicking on the schedule then actually brings up the full schedule shown by date. Again, were we meeting in person, the days would be a little bit more filled out with other content and there'd be specific times listed. But since we're online, most of the sessions are going to be asynchronous, like this Introducing the Emerging Scholars presentation here. Asynchronous sessions do not have a set start and end time. Once the discussion boards are open, you're able to view digital media and participate in the discussion, and we will close that at least 2 weeks after the end of the conference. At some point, they will be archived and set to read only, but that will be at least 2 weeks after the conference. You'll notice that some of the sessions are designated as live, saying live in parentheses in the title, and giving out times. So these are the sessions that actually have live sessions. If you happen to miss a live session, we do record all of them and then upload them to our YouTube and replace Zoom links that are in the descriptions with YouTube links. So if you miss one, again, because we're not trying to have something central to one specific time zone, we will replace the Zoom link with a YouTube link within 24 hours of the live event occurring. You can also click on the blue discuss button to actually join the discussion. This is the main way to correspond with and interact with other delegates. As you can see, there's already some other comments from folks in the online engagement session from earlier. You can see that I have the option to add a comment up here, and then the other comments are displayed below it in a box. If there were more comments, this would start to scroll, and I can either reply to my comment or others' comments. I can delete my own comment. If you are not an admin, then you're not able to delete other people's comments, but you are able to delete your own and reply to others. That's a brief overview of the discussions. Now let's take a look at looking at a specific panel that's not a conference-wide event. So we can see here that we have a featured presentation because it is a live workshop. If I were to look at this other block of workshops, then viewing the presentation side of that tab, I can see the two abstracts for the presentations in this block. You can see there is the blue banner for View Digital Media, and those will appear if that presentation has digital media uploaded. The vast majority of presentations do have digital media already added, but that is an indication that they don't have digital media if that button does not appear. If they don't, you can request that, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But this presentation does have digital media, so clicking on that is going to take me to the presentation page. Let me scroll down, and you can see this person has embedded a YouTube video available to watch right here in CG Scholar. If you still need to upload your digital media or want to add more, you can learn all about digital content for events on this knowledge base page. This is under the CG Scholar section, and it's titled Digital Content for Presentations. It has an overview for adding all the different kinds of files in a step-by-step process with easy to follow graphics, and how to create virtual posters, how to add sounds to PowerPoints, etc., upload videos, and embed them in the presentations. So this is all the information about digital content that you need for adding your own to your presentation. We do have to review all pieces of digital content manually, and while we monitor it as closely as possible and attempt to accept those as fast as possible, there may be a slight delay between when you upload and when it is approved and added to your presentation. Note that once you have your digital media accepted, then the digital media upload is locked for you temporarily. You can submit a ticket in order to have that unlocked, and you can submit a ticket at the bottom of any of the knowledge base pages by clicking No and open a ticket. And then you will be able to fill out the information about your issue and request that you have digital media uploads reopened for you. You'll notice that while I'm on this presentation page, I'm not in the panel page that I was in previously under the schedule. If I click this Join the Discussion, I then find myself back in the panel page. This is because we have all of the presentations grouped by theme and topic so that these are related to each other. That way, in the discussion, just like if we were in person, there's going to be some collaborative and interdisciplinary conversations based on having similar research areas, but not the exact same topic. So this discussion is shared between all the presentations within that particular panel. And returning to this page here, we can see that there are options to follow pages. And then that would then give me updates on when something is uploaded. And also, again, give me an easy way to view the presentation from the following section of the presentations tab. And here I'm looking through another panel. And as you can see, this is a panel with many more presentations. And there is the View Digital Media button next to them. And it has all the presenters listed out. All right, and as you can see, there is a wide variety of different topics being listed. And all of these are asynchronous. So again, the presentations are not held at a specific time. If you are a presenter and you want to host a live roundtable or something like that, you are more than welcome to create your own Zoom link and add it to the discussion, indicating the times that you'll be presenting. Here's a presentation that does not yet have digital media. And if I were to click on this, I can see all the information, and there's this nice box that shows that the presenter hasn't added digital media, and I can click this button to send them an email letting them know that people are interested in their digital media, and then it will automatically follow the presentation for me so that I will get notified when the digital media is added. Okay, I think that covers the basics for interacting with CG Scholar and the event suite. If you have any questions about how to interact in event or missed anything, or just need a refresher, this Events in CG Scholar page, which is again housed under the CG Scholar section in our knowledge base, has an overview of everything I've discussed here, along with graphics and reminders to help get you there. So if you're ever lost, look for the knowledge base and go into the CG Scholar section to see information about the platform itself. Common Ground Research Networks not only hosts the conferences right now, but also develops the CG Scholar platform. We are constantly working to improve it and make it a better place for social knowledge and scholarly communication. So we'd love your feedback, whether it's on the platform itself or on the conference that we are hosting. Thanks so much for your time and enjoy the conference.